This is my time. Beautiful. Okay. So this is for those of you who are, I know some people are catching up on demand on record. So hi, thank you so much for your donations. We've had a little cry because it really is very moving to me, the support that I've had through the people that do my classes, and also people who I haven't even met in person. You've all been so generous, and I don't think anyone goes through life without being affected or touched by whether it be breast cancer or cancer in some ways. So we're going to dedicate this class to perhaps somebody special that you have in mind that you want to have a think about, whether maybe it's someone who's present or past that you want to dedicate, or both. And the whole class is going to be about compassion. And compassion isn't just empathy. Compassion is feeling someone's pain, and it can be your own pain too, but also taking action to help relieve the pain. And that sometimes is a phone call, that sometimes is just sending an emoji, and that sometimes is just sending them out good vibes and love from your heart. And that's what we're going to do at the end of the meditation, sending out a bit of a love letter, but from energetically from our heart. So I just invite you just to take a moment as I light a candle, and maybe you just think of someone who you'd like to dedicate your class to. There we go. And then I'm going to just ring the bell, just to allow yourself just to feel the vibrations and drop into this special time. Take your hands in front of your heart and bow your head to the wisdom of your heart. And you can say a small prayer or a small wish to whoever you're sending your love to. And I'd also invite you to also make this a class, a little bit of love for yourself. And I know that's probably more difficult than anything. But just as your friend or family member is buoyed by your love, allow yourself the compassion and love that you would hope that other people would give you too. Give that to yourself. Loving yourself exactly as you are. And that's all the beautiful shades, not just the beautiful bright pink. It is all of our shades of our being. You cannot have the light side without the dark side. Even the grey scales are beautiful. It's all part of the beautiful tapestry of being human. You can be both, and I learned this so much on my breast cancer journey. You can be a very positive, happy person, but also be going through overwhelming grief, sadness, and fear. You can be many shades, and they are all beautiful, like a stained glass window. As we inhale, let's sweep our hands up overhead and just enjoy lengthening the body. Interlace the hands above your head, rotate the hands and press the sky away as your shoulders sink down and your belly draws in. As you exhale, bow over towards the right, release the right hand down and reach the left ring finger over. Just feel a sense of loving energy from your heart as your shoulders roll down away. Dropping into a smooth and steady breath. As you inhale, can you reach a little bit more, but without force, with a sense of loving stretch for your body. As you inhale, come up, so no force, just a loving amount of stretch. As we exhale, bow over towards the left. Rooting the right bottom down, reaching the right ring finger, belly drawing to spine, opening up your armpits slightly. A loving stretch, just the right amount, not too much, not too little, just right. Inhale, come up, soft face, soft eyes. Take your hands back behind you, squeeze the heels of the hands together, drawing the shoulders away. Open up your throat, inhale, inhale, inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands, pull your hands forward and just come into a nice forward fold, sending the hip creases back and the crown of the head forward. Whatever weight you feel like you've been carrying, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, breathe that all in appreciation of your efforts. And as you exhale, release it all to the floor with a big ah. Another beautiful big inhale, breathing into your lower back, your upper back, and a big exhale, release. Slowly pad your hands back towards your legs. Take your hands on your knees, and I'd like you just to really feel your body. Just take a moment, you can ignore that you're in a yoga lesson, and just say hello to your body. And then I'd like you to draw your belly in and move around, snake around, circling in a way that gives you release. So get creative, respond to your body, and feel how much feels good, how deep you want to move. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, it's what your body is calling for. Try and connect with your breath, that soothing sound of the sea. And when you're ready, let's roll the other way. Maybe you incorporate your neck in your head to get a bit snaky. Just make it your style of movement. Lovely. Hear your breathing. The inhale is like a wave washing over you. The exhale is taking away any stress or tension that might have been picked up during the day. And come up to sitting and just feel the crown of the head reach up, the sit bones root down, and the shoulders drop, 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 drop. As we inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ear, gathering whatever's happened this week. Draw them back and together, and with a sharp exhale, just drop the shoulders like this. That's it. Inhale, roll them up. Big loving breath in, and then let everything drop down. One more time for luck. Inhale up. Draw them back and together, and let them go down. Take your hands in front of your heart again, and just gently rub your hands. And just enjoy the sound. Then enjoy maybe going a bit faster. And as fast as feels good. Creating a little bit of energy. With a nice big inhale, place your hands over your eyes in a loving, caring way. And just feel that energy exchange. Your eyes might be tired from looking at screens all day. Just feel a caring, compassionate attention. And then slowly rub your face in whatever way feels good. So maybe a massage of the temple, maybe fingers either side of the ears. Maybe you're massaging the back of your neck, wiggling your jaw. Just take a moment to check in what parts of your body are saying, oh yes, please. So my lower back is sort of saying hello to me. That's it. And my tummy is enjoying being gently squeezed. I've eaten too much. A big bowl of noodles before this. Wonderful. Maybe your legs need a little bit of attention, maybe your feet. So lots of love and compassion, saying hi to your body. Often we go around the day, our head basically leading us everywhere, and our body just gets ignored unless we just need glue or something, or hungry, and that's the only time we listen to our body. So just take a moment just to check in. Wonderful. Come round onto your hands and knees. And we'll take a few rounds of cat-cow, spreading fingers, spreading toes, pressing the tops of the feet down. As we inhale, pull the heart through the gates, lifting head to tailbone, tailbone to head. As we exhale, really enjoy pressing the hands down, squeezing the air out, rounding. Inhale, take the heart through, open. And exhale, pressing round. I'd like you to really enjoy feeling every vertebra of the front body opening as you arch, opening your throat. And as you exhale, oiling your back, pressing and rounding. It's like your breath is like the oil going in between each vertebrae. And last one, exhale round. Beautiful. You're going to tuck your toes and sink back towards your heels. Anytime you can take a child's pose, knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. But let's pop ourselves up into our first downward facing dog. I'd like to invite you all to bend your knees a lot, press the hands so that you melt your heart towards your thighs. Wrap your armpits, keeping the knees bent, nice straight back, hips lifting. You're going to shake your head. Yes, here I am, making space in my day to look after my body, tend to my mind, so that I can feel like I can give the best me that there is. I'm full of love, full of compassion. As you exhale, press the heels towards the floor and feel the hands pressing down and forward in opposition. Beautiful. As you inhale, come high up into tiptoes and go for a slow and mindful walk like a panther up to the top of your yoga mat and a glorious deep fold. If you haven't done yoga for a while, maybe you need to bend your knees a lot or it's just a stiff day. Take elbow to elbow and just enjoy hanging, including the nape of the neck. Just be a little curious. This is an interesting cue. Can you see the inside of your heels? If you can, see what happens when you tuck them behind your second toe so you can't see them. You'll feel a deeper stretch perhaps. Now roll your inner thighs backwards and notice how your lower back just releases. So just a little cue that you might play with as you go along. Inhale, take a halfway lift, find a flat back, snuggle the shoulder blades together, lovely warm belly drawing in, and really find that length. Press the crown of the head forward, the tailbone back. As you exhale, deep fold, I want you to feel like you're a waterfall and everything pour off your back. All of your roles, your responsibilities, all of your shoulds, got tos, have tos, just let it all pour to the floor. Set them aside. And later you can decide what you pick up and what you don't. Press down into the floor, roots arise, come all the way up. And just for a bit of fun, let's make a little heart shape above our head. We're all a McDonald's sign. It looks like the same thing. That's it. Now maybe think about the person that you are dedicating your class to. Lift your heart and imagine you are sending out your love. Bring your hands in front of your heart space and just take a moment. As you breathe in, imagine your heart filling up with a beautiful pink color of compassion. And as you exhale, send that love, that care out to the person you are dedicating your practice to. With that love in mind, let's flow and welcome this evening's sun salutation. Inhale, sweep up, up, up. Belly draws in as you exhale, deep fold, release, flat back. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Snuggle the shoulder blades in, rotate the thighs back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, come into top of push-up position. Listen to your body. Maybe today you take the knees down, maybe you keep them up. Either way, you're squeezing the hands together and pressing the back body towards the sky and the belly is drawing in. Slowly lower the knees to the ground. Flatten your toes. As you inhale, come forward over fingertips. Keep the hips higher than the heart, belly drawing in as you let the heart slowly peel down, squeezing the elbows in, come all the way down to the ground. Let your heart gently touch and then come down to the ground. Turn your right cheek to the side and take cactus arms either side of your yoga mat. And just imagine that the ground is rising up to hold you. Take a deep, satisfying breath in. And a big, oh, let it go, sigh out, let your body melt. Forward facing Shavasana. As you inhale, slide the hands back by your ribs. Draw the elbows back, press into the hands, come up onto your knees, tuck the toes, and pop yourself back into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, and we're all going to do a big out. Big breath in, and a big out. And that represents, of course, in life there are tough things, annoying things, frustrating things. You don't like seeing someone you love hurt or struggle, so let that be a release. Big inhale, and a big let the frustration out. And a bit of a funny breath, but this is pranayama. Just do a horse's breath, which sounds like this. Just let your lips flutter. Big breath in. And a fluttering breath out. And just notice. Notice the release. As we inhale, let's bring the feet closer together. Come high up into tiptoes and slowly float that right leg up. Stacking up your hips. Squeezing the left heel down, squeeze the right heel toward your bottom. It's like a dog doing a pee. Draw your belly in. Beautiful. Then square off your knee. Draw knee to nose. Drop the back knee and step the foot through. Slowly does it, belly drawing in. Inhale, squeeze inner thighs together and take your hands up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. As we exhale, we're going to drive the hips forward, release the heart up, just send your love out. Lift your heart, belly drawing in. Excellent. Take your fingertips down. You can keep the knee down, or if you can, press the back knee up to a nice long line. Keep the left hand on the inside of the foot, plant it down. You can put it on a block if you need to, and then float your right arm up above your head. Feel your belly drawing in, but press your heart forward. Maybe your hand goes to the back of your head and you press into your hand and the hand against your head, just opening yourself up more. Excellent. Exhale, release the hand down. Your choice, you can step back into a downward facing dog or a plank and then come forward over fingertips, lower a little bit, and then pull yourself through into upward facing dog or baby cobra. Nice, Lizzie, great control. Beautiful. Exhale, draw back, downward facing dog. Big, beautiful breath in and a fluttering breath out. Breathe normally. Smooth breath in. Smooth breath out. With caring love for your body, inhale, come high up into tiptoes. Float the left leg up. We're doing the other side. Open up the hip. Float the right heel down and squeeze that left heel toward your bottom. Lovingly spread fingers, spread toes, like you're breathing great energy in between each of your fingertips and your toes. Excellent. Square off the hips. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Round the back. Release the back knee down, flatten the toes, step the foot through. Always have your hands on blocks. Squeeze inner thighs together. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Come up. Lengthen that side body. I want you to flip the hands again like we did at the beginning of the class and press the sky away. This time take the hands behind the head. Draw the elbows back. As you exhale, press down. Drive the hips forward. Lift your heart. Arch the back. Barely drawing in. Drawing the elbows back. Exhale, draw the elbows together and round. Release the hands either side of that front foot. Right hand stays down. Maybe the back leg presses up to straight, or you can keep it down, your choice. As you rotate from your core, take the arm up, spreading your wings. Draw your belly in and press your heart like you're pressing your love through your chest, even though your belly is drawing the opposite way. Big breath in. Maybe the hand goes behind the head. Press the head into the hand into the head. Gorgeous. Take the hand down. We're going to do a big step to the front of the mat. So bend the back knee a lot. Big hop. Come forward and fold. Fold, fold, fold. Look at those little heels. They'll want to show you themselves. Tuck them behind the second toe and feel the difference. Inhale, sweep up, come into chair pose, sink the bottom, lift the hands. And see if you can burn through the rubbish of the mind. No, not many people love this pose, me included, but can you learn to embrace what is? Can we learn to welcome the things that actually not everything is 100% bad. This pose strengthens us. This pose builds resilience. It works your bottom, your glutes, your thighs. Everybody sink lower, but look up. Where your eyes go, your spirits go. You can do this. We can do it together. Let's all go down 2 more inches all together. Yes, you can. Well done. Press up. Hands touch. And bring your hands in front of your heart space. Take a beautiful breath in. And a big out. Beautiful. You're going to float your weight into your right leg, tree pose. Come on the left tiptoes. And take your hands to your hips. Just gently squeeze your hips in towards each other as you float your left knee into chest. Please don't look at me. Gaze down at one point only and fix your eyes. It will help you balance. Press down and squeeze into this midline of the body as you take your leg out to the side and plant your leg against the foot against the leg and squeeze the leg against the foot. Again, don't look at me. You can listen, but don't look. Squeeze into the midline of the body and now begin to root down through your feet. Press down as you draw your belly in, reach your branches up, up, up to the sun. Gorgeous. And if you want to make that heart shape above your head, gently touching the crown of your head, imagine your head is growing towards your fingers. So you're getting longer in the spine, like you're pushing your fingertips away. Hold it here, your love-shaped tree. Keep breathing. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears, but lift your heart. Send out your love, and then inhale, take your hands up. You're wonderful, guys, so still. Exhale, draw the knee in, float it down, and then just gently shake out your body in whatever way feels good to you from your day. It might be a shimmy down. It might be a head shake. Again, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I want you to sort of feel your body. It might be jiggering it out a little bit. A little gentle bounce, a little sway from side to side. I know this looks like a strange yoga, but it is scientifically a little bit of bouncing, a little bit of jiggling. Literally is about shaking it off, shaking it off, shaking it off. Then come to mountain. Hands either side, feet rooted. And imagine you've got 2 balls of sun in your hand and you're drawing that beautiful energy in. At the same time as drawing the energy in, your fingers and toes are spreading and you're giving that beautiful energy out. Breathing the energy in. Like you're flipping over every cell of your body with fresh aliveness, compassion, huge amounts of love, literally the power of love. And as you exhale, you're still giving it and receiving it, sending it out to those you are dedicating your class to. We all think of every single person that we're each thinking of. We can send out our collective energy. Beautiful, guys. You can feel that. Come to your weight on your left foot. You know what you're doing. Tree pose on this side, so I'll talk a little less. Hands on hips, squeeze belly in as you float the right leg up. Please don't look at me. Stare at one point and one point only. Take the leg out to the side, curious as to whether it's different on this side. You press the standing foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. Squeeze into the midline. root down, and then like you are growing your branches to the sun, draw your belly in, lengthen the spine, take your hands up, 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 shoulders sinking. Visualize the crown of your head, take your fingertips to the crown of the head, making your little love tree, and then press the crown of the head up towards your fingers. Squeeze the belly in and breathe. Even the strongest oak trees sway in the wind, so don't worry about the swaying. Just gently squeeze into your trunk, root down and press your fingers up with the crown of your head. Wow. So still. And I love your pink socks, Lizzie. Inhale, take your hands, and I think Siobhan's got pink socks on as well. Hands out wide, take your knees in and just shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. If you want to do the horse's breath, and that also feels nice with a shimmy. Beautiful. You're going to inhale, sweep up onto your tiptoes. Scoop the belly in. Feel the hips lower towards the hips, the flesh of the bottom lower towards the heels. Take your hands out in front of you. Plug your shoulders back as you pull your heart forward. You're slowly going to lower down your bottom towards your heels. Think up, up, up as you come down towards your heels, squeezing your belly in. Think up, 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 up. Slowly bring your hands to your heart, just stretching out the fascia of your feet. Keep breathing. And then slowly come to your bottom. Well done. You're going to take your right leg out to the side and tuck your left leg in, flexing your toes. Turn your shoulders towards your toes and your belly, draw it in. As you exhale, deep fold, release. Take whatever part of your leg and gently pull your heart forward and send your hip creases back. And then breathe into the side of your body. Space between each rib. Can you square off your shoulders a little bit more and then find a little bit more length in your spine without forcing, just a loving stretch. And then as you exhale, take your left hand up, set it back behind your bottom. We're going to take wild thing, press into your heel and your shin, lift your hips, lift your heart, open up your body, sending out your love from your heart space, so open, belly drawing in, steady breath. Imagine your heart space full of that beautiful energy, lovely pink glowing out. And then slowly, slowly release, come down. Bring your foot in front of the other one and just take a moment. Feel your body. Drop into your peace. Your calm, loving, energized, peaceful center. Wonderful. Take your left leg out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. From your core, you're turning your torso to face your left leg. Extend your heart forward, the crown of the head forward, as you send your hips energetically backwards. Take hold of whatever part of your leg, foot, or ankle. Gently use that to pull your heart further forward, releasing your lower back as you exhale, fold a bit deeper. Inhale, maybe you can walk your hands a tad bit further. Exhaling, folding a little deeper. Stretching out without forcing. Go to your edge, your piece of challenge, just a gentle stretch, but it's not forcing, it's lovingly finding that edge where you're growing, you're challenging just enough to feel caring. Not stressing, but caring for your body, helping it grow. Excellent. Exhale, release. Bring that right hand up, up, up. Place it behind your bottom. Squeeze the belly in as you press the shin and the heels, taking your left hand up. Lift your hips, lift your heart, express yourself in whatever way feels good to you tonight. Find your breath. Really open yourself up. And then very slowly, well done, come on back to sitting. And then we're going to make our way into a beautiful calming Shavasana. So I'd like you to take your blankets, if you've got a cushion to go underneath your legs, that's nice, maybe something under your head, but just cover yourself so you don't get cold. Maybe you've got an eye bag. It really doesn't matter if you don't have any of these things. Just you and your mat is beautiful too. I just like you to do one thing before we completely settle, is just give yourself a full body squeeze, curl in, squeeze, 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 squeeze the face, squeeze the jaw, squeeze everything, and then a big exhale out, release, and then come into your Shavasana. So your heels are a little bit wider than the hips, just shimmy your hips down. Shuffle your shoulders away from your ears. Maybe you need to lift up your bottom, tuck your tailbone and lay it back down so that your lower back is flush. Take all the time you need just to get super, super comfortable. I'm getting up just so I can guide you through the meditation. You stay down. And then I invite you to breathe into your lower belly, your upper back, your front body, your throat. Float at the top of your inhale with soft face, soft eyes, soft jaw. And then exhale, let yourself pour out the exhale, riding it down all the way to the base. No air left. Big, beautiful inhale, like a wave washing over your chest. Picking up the debris on the beach, and as you exhale, the wave returns back to your belly, back to the ocean, taking away anything you don't need to carry forward. One more time, breath in. Slow, steady, loving breath out. Give yourself full permission to rest and let your practice integrate into your body, welcoming the whole length of your body on the ground, relaxing the back of the head, the shoulders, where the arms touch the ground, where the hands touch the ground, the hips, the calves, the heels. Drawing awareness to your face, where we normally crinkle our brow in concentration. Let that smooth. Let the eyes sink deep into their sockets. Soft jaw, space between your teeth. Root of the tongue, tip of the tongue, throat, all soft. Imagine your whole front body like a sheet melting down towards your back body. Soft heart, soft belly, heavy legs, soft, soft feet. Dropping into effortless silence, letting thoughts pass like clouds. And if you notice that your mind has run after a thought or a sound, that's no problem. That's what our minds do. Just bring it back to this feeling of just dropping down, surrendering into the support of the earth underneath you. No need to control anything. Letting go. As I ring the bells and do the reading, just allow yourself to bathe in this lovely feeling, this feeling of deep connection with the love within you. Sending love letters to people we care about is a rewarding experience, both for us and for them. Making the time to take pen in hand and express our thoughts is invaluable. But there's another way to send love letters too, and it doesn't take a pen, it doesn't take a notebook. It requires concentrated thought. There is an invisible thread of energy winding through the universe, one that connects us all. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you can tell if someone's angry or upset with you, even if you haven't talked to or seen that person? You can feel his energy or her anger, even if you haven't been physically present to experience it. Thoughts have power, particularly those charged with intense emotional energy. When we think mean, bitter thoughts, it can be like sending hate mail along our connecting wires. It can almost be a sensory attack. Why not send loving thoughts charged with positive emotional energy? We can consciously choose to use our connections to others to send love. Send positive thoughts, blessings, peace, assistance in the time of crisis. We can send our thoughts in the form of a prayer, or we can simply think a blessing or a positive thought, charge it with energy, and send it along the wires with love. When someone you know or love comes to mind, perhaps the person you've dedicated your practice to, or someone you don't even know yet, perhaps someone in another part of the country or the world, perhaps someone going through a particular crisis, perhaps someone that's going through something similar to what you're going through, and you're not certain what to do, you can send an energetic love letter. Your loving thoughts will touch them. Your blessings will all come back to you. Let your awareness rest in your heart space and allow yourself to feel the deep, compassionate love that is within you and within all of us. Just out of habit and fear, we pick up a lot of armor during our day and we cover this beautiful, powerful, yet vulnerable part of ourselves. But it is the most powerful part. I know it sounds cheesy, but love is always the answer. The power of love is everything. So rest in that feeling of connection with your power, your immense love, and whoever you want to cover with compassion, cover with love, those near to you, those far from you, just imagine your heart space filling up, powering up with all that you have inside. And then send that love energy out to that person, those people, and imagine that you two are receiving their love of thanks back, and you are both charging each other. I like to visualize all the people in this little happy head room right now. You might not even know them, but just send them your encouragement. Encourage. The word courage has the French word corps in it, which means heart. You need courage to be full of love. Send your love. Take a big, beautiful breath in and a big, relieving sigh out. And with full of love, send your beautiful body that's walked you every day in every way a little wiggle, a gorgeous stretch, just enough energy to wake yourself up in appreciation of your body. As you exhale, curl into a little ball and then just lovingly pull yourself over into fetal position on the right hand side and just hang out here, giving yourself full permission to give yourself some love so that you can be full of love to pour into others. Very slowly come up to sitting. Place your hands up and feel the shift that your practice has created in your body, your mind, and your spirit. As you inhale, let's sweep that lovely feeling up, gather it up. We'll wait one more heart on our heads because I've never done that before and it kind of felt good. Touch your head. There we go. From my heart to yours, yogis, bringing your hands down to your actual heart now and bowing your head. Thank you so much for your practice and your support and your donations. Let's close this practice, sending out a resounding om or just good vibes if you don't like the om. Big inhale to the person you've dedicated your class to each other, to yourself. Thank you so much for your practice. Hands to third eye center. Namaste. Thank you guys. It was an absolute pleasure to teach you tonight.